Hey everybody, this video is going to be on Gods and Idols, the just recently arriving to Steam, the MMO RTS game. On this video, I'm going to be trying to go over everything, and I'm streaming this because of the fact is that there is a limit on the servers currently, and right now that is a big issue right now. That's a big issue right now since everyone is having, getting on, since there are server limitations and issues with the servers actually right now. And I want those who aren't able to join but want to see what the game is like actually have a chance to actually see the game. Sorry, right now I'm actually trying to set up everything and so that I can see the chat and also posting on the Steam forums, because right now the forums are actually quite lively actually on the Steam forums. And I'm trying to make sure that anyone who wants to talk to me, either the Discord, which will, a link to that will actually be in the descriptions down below. It's going to have the website, the Steam store page, and the Gods and Idols Discord. Right now, as far as this stream is concerned, I will be in the Party 1 chat room. I'll take any questions from anybody through either the YouTube streaming chat or on Discord. Sadly, if you are to do text on Discord, it's going to be a little hard since I don't have my second screen up right now and running. So hopefully you use either voice comms for Discord or the chat. Alright, so first off, unless you haven't watched my preview video from before, for those, you got the settings under quality, beauty, glow, trails, particle effects, ships type. From right now what I can see, ship types is no issue. None of that's actually currently available. I have my particle effects obviously set at the default of 512. Lens flares is the only thing right now from the stars that's actually you can affect to the stars. I think it helps. So unless you're having frame rate issues, you leave that on. If you think if you're going to drop below 60 or 50, around 60 or below, turn it off. It'll help. Star quality, sadly, we only have high at the moment. Don't know when devs will be able to get around to us giving medium or low. Render distance, high. I wish we did have the choice of medium or low, but sadly we do not have that. Nebula quality, low, medium, high, and all it does is affect the brightness and particle quality of the nebula. I like to leave that on high. Asteroids and asteroid belts. This is going to affect how they look, obviously, unless you're having quality issues of frame rate, or you, like me, I'm a frame rate whore. I like to stick around 100 as best as possible. Right now I'm at 96. Right now everything is high. I'm especially keeping the planets high because right now the only thing you can really mess around with is planets. And there's no ships in the game right now. Remember, this is pre-alpha. Asteroid scatter. This is going to be like little tiny, micro asteroids, not the big hulking ones. Mouse and keyboard. Keyboard. What the hell's wrong with me? And for mouse, that's sadly the only option we have. That I would love for the devs to actually get around to actually giving us more keyboard options. After the server issues have been fixed, this is something that definitely needs to be addressed, since I see this as a big deal, and since this is an MMO RTS, MMOs and RTS games players rely heavily on their keyboards a lot more than just FPS shooters, first-person shooters. And we like to have specific hotkeys, especially like me. I'm a big StarCraft player and Command & Conquer player, but I have my own key bindings and the ways I like them. Audio and volume, pretty standard. Master, effects, music, ambient. I recommend turning down a lot of these things, especially if you're going to be doing YouTube videos, because the music, you know how YouTube is and how it likes to put a claim on everything. Effects, that's going to mostly affect things like chatter and stuff, but sadly, since we don't have ships, I haven't built military vessel defenses yet, so I don't know if they have that chatter. I would like to know if they do. Ambient volume, I'm going to turn it all the way up for a moment. If it plays it, well, I guess we're not going to get it at the moment. I got to say, though, I'm not a big fan of sliders, personally, myself. I prefer to have a tick system or number system. That way I can more accurately fine-tune it, in my opinion. But hey, it's something that's livable with and not a big issue, in my opinion. Video and textures, do not hate on my resolution right now. I'm currently playing this in window mode so that I can actually see the chat. I normally play in 1080. Never put on VSync. For some reason with VSync, Gods and Idols seems to hate your computer, and especially your graphics card, and it drops it on average between 30 and 40 frame rates from what I can tell. Full screen, standard. The AA goes up to 16x. That's really good. Now, I have a MSI GeForce 960 with an i5 4690K CPU, and I'm able to run at a stable 96 frames FPS with all the textures set to high. Things like the ship's ones, sadly, it has no effect right now. Dust effects with particles and stuff and everything. I want to keep the planet one high just because of the fact of how beautiful it makes the planets look. So, here's my planet, Bajoria. You know what? Let's just call it Bajoria. Sadly, I didn't name it. It came automatically named as so. I didn't have a choice in it. I don't know if it's possible to even change the name or not. It would be great to find out and know how to do it. Alright, so after that, you have the current region. There's several regions. I'm in OMI or OMI, and it's neutral. I'm not sure about what the neutral has any effect on. Not sure specifically. You have all your nice little extra information over here. This is really nice. You got spells, quests, and governance. Governance is currently locked until it actually gets put into the game. But apparently it's about managing planets and laws and government. When they do implement this will definitely be something that's interesting to me. Quest, it's MMO. It's going to have a quest. Spells, I would like to see what this, does this mean we're going to have, like solar storms, flares from the sun, meteor impacts after you've, built your planet. Those are the things that definitely interest me. Artifacts, I do not know what artifacts do. Apparently they are not yet in the game as far as I can tell. And also your planet can have like bonuses. My planet specifically has Blessed, which gives it a increase in productivity and resource generation. I would like to know how much this actually does, though. That would be interesting, most definitely. Alright, planet's at maximum production. I need to... Sadly, I cannot actually... Alright, let's see what I can do. You have your storage and you like your warehouses and everything. These do you got mines, farms. You can easily tell underneath your stockpile right now when you're limited to initially what you have, which is one warehouse. You're limited about 250. I've gone over a little bit. Yay! Let me see. Let me see. One farm making plants. That's all I need. Limestone. Making concrete. How much concrete do I have? Alright, so one concrete making that would be good enough. Sadly not, Assassin. They haven't actually put the ships in the game. There are pirates though. Yeah, sadly, I've been spending all day myself actually trying to get into the game. I tried to get into the game since, like, you know, around 8 o'clock this morning. I've been constantly spamming the connect button, sadly. Yeah, EVE Online is definitely a good game. Just imagine right now the gameplay style right now. Have you done the planetary resourcing on EVE Online? Well, right now, from what Gods and Idols has available for gameplay wise, it's um, kind of similar to the planetary resourcing that you can get in the game for EVE Online. Wormholes definitely. Wormholes are where you make all the real ISK. So, do you have any questions about the game, though, Assassin? Running gas is. What do you mean? Well, you know, like, let's see, like, you know, you start off at the very beginning. Let me see if I can actually show what the building of a planet is like. Yeah, that's why I decided to stream, since I got lucky enough, Tristan, to actually start playing the game. Let me go out so I can show you. If it'll actually allow me. I gotta say though, the promise of having a lot of different planets, stars in the game, you know, I think they have kept that promise at least. Well, hey, Assassin, is farming gas still actually a viable, I don't really know anyone who actually does that. God, I gotta say, I love that lens glare. It actually looks actually decent. Alright, let me see if I can make a planet so that you guys can actually see it. I don't know. I've just never known anybody to tell me that, you know, they've actually made any profit off of it. Well, hey guys, here's the planet building process right here. If you ever watched any of those planet, you know, building Discovery Channel shows and anything, you know how like it's, you know, all together meteors and everything hitting it and everything. Well, so like a little mini game where you have to make sure that you keep only the asteroids hitting it that you want. They can do like negatives and positives like that. Like this one's a plus life. 10 metal, 10 life. I like to keep the progress ones a little way. Oh crap. Negative ones are rushing in right now. I don't know. I've never done gas on mining on EVE Online. Just that I've never heard anyone actually say they made any actual profit off of it. Well, for me, my first billion was almost 7 years ago, so I don't remember how I made my first billion. Yeah. Oh, there we go. NS. Uh. Oh, nullsec. No, actually, I've gone almost pretty much full blown Care Bear status. I don't have the time to actually go in the nullsec like I used to all the time. Because when I'm in nullsec, I usually spend most of my time mining and everything, and then I go ratting. How long have you been playing EVE Online? Yeah, that's the thing about EVE. EVE can be a cruel mistress. Yep, it's a very time demanding. I spend most of my time just now every day just logging on and setting my what skills I haven't trained since I decided to stop currently paying for the subscription. Like, I'm guessing you left your corporation? I'm sorry, I don't know what skill extract is. I haven't figured out. Is that where you actually, pull out SP and sell it? Ah, um, I have almost over I think 40 million on one of my characters. So, but most of that's actually, used. For EVE Online, I mostly just go around hauling, doing just hauling, just good old fashioned economy. Buy low, sell high. Nothing fancy. The thing about industry is that it isn't effective if unless you're willing to pay to go to the subscription. So since I'm not willing right now to pay for the subscription, I am definitely not going to be doing industry. Yeah, all the new players has really definitely made it a lot cheaper for industry players. Since there's so many people trying to make ISK in the game, Veldspar, everything has, all the ores have really gone down. And now I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on right now. Huh. Um, I don't know. I don't really mess around with industrial too much because if you really want to like I used to do industry back in the day, and if you really want to maximize, it's like for me, like back in the day, the only real way to really do it was either to do it in one of the stations, and you had to find the station that had the best capability, and they were always limited. They could never do it as good as the POS could. So if you really wanted to do industry, you had like as maximally as efficient as possible. You had to either do it in nullsec or in a wormhole, and you know both of those come with their own dangers in the first place. And if you're going to be in a wormhole or or nullsec, you know you're going to get profit faster. Doing other stuff. The only reason why industry is very prevalent, especially in nullsec, is because of the Tech 2 moons. Yeah, sadly PvPing, don't make you ISK. If they're looking to make ISK and they want to do industry, just tell them to find a nullsec corporation that has a alliance that has a Tech 2 moon. They'll make a lot of money because Tech 2s are quite valuable. Yeah, sorry about that, Tristan. It's EVE Online, man. I'm guessing you've never played EVE Online. Oh, 31.5 million per run. That's actually not a lot. I can make about if you want to, like, let's say nullsec, the worst area of nullsec to go into assassin. Um, you can go into the southern part where I can't think of their names right now. Those role-playing pricks are at. I can't think of their name. CVA. You can go down there and you can just go ratting. You can easily make on average a night, you know, a few 100 million a single night. Well, EVE Online, yeah, EVE Online is now free to play. But if you want to be able to access everything in the game, you have to pay a subscription or use a Plex, which is a pilot's license extension. Like, and right now I'm trying to figure out how the hell to increase my population. Hey, well, do you guys have any other questions you want to ask about gods and idols? Oh, incursions? Not even worth really doing, because 31 mil, that's the low end stuff, okay? The really nice, good stuff in incursion, the fleets that are going to be doing the high end, the top end incursions, they're all going to be running really expensive fits in their ships, and that's it's going to be mostly officer fits, so. And they will always demand that you show off what you're fitting before they let you in. Well, well, Tristan, they're planning to get ships and everything, and hopefully, we're planning to be able to do multiple planet colonization and everything. And just guessing from the fact is that you can have, like the system I'm in right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planets in a single system, assuming that you're definitely going to be able to expand. I don't know how that's going to work. Like, let's say, like this planet over here, this crappy one. It's actually pretty good. It's horrible on gas, but it's good for life. It's a 56 metal, 61 life, and a 31 gas. I don't know how that's going to work. Like if you need to send resources from one to the other, what are you going to actually need? Like, look at that. We can't even rename stuff right now. It's going to have to be in an update. Well, I don't really follow up on anything really in EVE Online. I just, tag along, just go in there, set my skills, mine a little bit, go sell stuff whenever I can. Um, just because it's so time consuming. Do really wish they would fix this camera that one. There we go. I am a little annoyed about the fact is that only way to scroll around your planet is at a specific distance. There's no increase if you want to. Like if I wanted to be this far away, I can't do that without getting all complicated and stuff. Well, I'll be back in a moment. Well, it looks like, guys, we lost connection to the server. Yeah, yeah, these nuts. um, I do also wish it could hold a lot more people itself, actually. It would be a nice thing. Alright, what's going on right now? Well, gents, sadly right now I gotta relaunch the game. Give me one moment, alright? So if I was y'all, I would try and get in if you could. Well, it definitely looks like the game is down for the night. Well, that's gonna be the end of this stream. It looks like, unless I can get back on. There's no point in just showing you the log on screen. So I must say that does look beautiful. Just watching those go at each other. But after a while, that does get boring really fast. Well, that's going to be the end of this stream, and I'm Corn, and just remember, keep on playing and wreck some noobs while you can.